Imagine walking into an ancient Indian temple, stones weathered by 1,000 years of wind and rain. But within these sacred halls lies something that shouldn't be possible. Pillars of metal that refuse to rust. Stone carvings treated with materials invisible to the naked eye. Ancient relics that modern science still struggles to fully explain. Could it be that ancient Indian artisans possessed a kind of technology we are only now beginning to rediscover? Welcome to one of history's greatest enigmas, the forgotten world of ancient nanotechnology. Let's begin with a legend you can touch. The famous Iron Pillar of Delhi. Erected over 1,600 years ago, this 7-meter-tall iron column has withstood the ravages of time, and more astonishingly, it refuses to rust. For centuries, scholars were baffled. How could such pure iron resist corrosion for so long without modern protective coatings? It wasn't until the 21st century that advanced studies revealed the truth. Scientists found a thin layer of misoite, a compound of iron, oxygen, and hydrogen, but here's the catch. This layer is only about 10 to 20 nanometers thick. That's nanotechnology, created not with high-tech labs, but through ancient Indian metallurgical techniques. And the iron pillar is just the beginning. Across temples in Tamil Nadu and Odisha, researchers have found nano-sized particles embedded in stone sculptures and murals, acting as protective coatings, preserving color and detail for centuries. Take the stunning Chola bronzes, metal icons from South India dating back over 1,000 years. Studies show that the artisans somehow controlled grain size at the microscopic and even nanoscopic level, giving these statues an extraordinary luster and durability. Then there are temple paintings in Asia and Ellora, where clay particles as small as 50 nanometers were deliberately used as binders and pigments. These tiny particles increased the strength and longevity of the paintings, a fact our modern paints still struggle with. But here's the big question. Was this all the result of trial and error? Or did ancient Indian artisans possess a deeper understanding of material science, one that we've since forgotten? Skeptics argue that this was purely accidental. But there's growing evidence that traditional Indian texts describe concepts strikingly similar to modern nanoscience. The ancient text Rasaratnakara, for example, discusses the manipulation of metals and minerals at incredibly fine scales techniques for creating powders, suspensions, and coatings that mirror what we now call nanoparticles. And the famous Vaimanika Astra, a controversial but fascinating text, describes the purification of metals and the use of special materials that could influence weight, heat, and light at subtle levels. Now, let's be clear. We aren't claiming that ancient India had electron microscopes or modern nanofabs. But what these findings suggest is this. Through centuries of observation, intuition, and craftsmanship, Indian artisans may have harnessed practical nanotechnology long before the word even existed. And perhaps this is the bigger lesson. Technology is not always about machines. Sometimes it is encoded in tradition, in craft, in art, passed down through generations. In a world obsessed with the new, maybe it's time we looked backward to ancient wisdom that still has the power to astonish. So, what do you think? Did ancient India truly possess nanotech secrets that we are only now beginning to understand? Or are we simply seeing the brilliance of skilled artisans amplified by modern scientific curiosity? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoy these explorations of history's hidden knowledge, subscribe to InfoFusion and share this video. You never know which ancient secret we'll uncover next.